Hello world, I'm Carp. Welcome back to Cultist Simulator with the Ghoul DLC second try. At this moment we are feeding our imagination, so we're increasing our passion. We are seeking consolation from Miss Naina, so turning a restlessness into a fleeting reminiscence. We have sent a professional muscle out to Strathcoin's residence, but he's having trouble beating the Watchers there. We are doing some of our medium work. We are entering the woods. Time passes and the season of despair is coming, which is kind of unfortunate since we have this restlessness here that might become an issue. And yeah, oh, well, it doesn't actually matter since we already have the despair here. We should really just sleep on some funds to get some contentment, but I'll try to remember that after we've done this dreaming. Hey, some vitality. What is your timer? 28.8. You know what? We'll work with this restlessness. So if we're good at timing, we can get rid of this one with Miss Naina as well. Okay, so there's some more passion for us. What are we gonna do next? Because we don't really need to read any of these books. Like, not really. So we could increase our reason a bit higher, which is probably a good idea. So if we just study our reason, we can do that. I think we already have... Oh, we also have one erudition here already. Yeah, we can do that. Just study reason. One reason, we'll have 2 eruditions. We'll turn this into an erudition lesson learned. And we only need 2 ones, so yeah. Need to study reason 3 times and create the lessons learned. And of course, I missed the timing here, because I was talking about wrong stuff. Let's take Dorothy into the cult here. We most definitely need to sleep on some money now just to get some contentment. We'll head to the well, get some vitality. That's nice. Now we have actually quite a lot of vitality here. 3. What's the level here? 2. We could actually, I think we could actually increase our health here because we already have these 3 vitalities. Well, if this was open, we could, because we could study 1 more health. We could create 2 of these, and then we could just create a 3rd one by studying even more. Let's paint, because painting might give us contentment. We'll paint this restlessness away, and we'll sleep on the funds just to make absolutely sure that we get contentment. And you guys are doing well there. Just try to get through those guys this time, okay? And you managed to get through those guys. Nice! Now, unfortunately, this is gonna mean that we're gonna get some notoriety happening. Okay, Dorothy is in the cult now, and the notoriety is bad because we have the perils of renown going on here. And we don't have any moth people, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's talk about the barbers warning on the street. Try to get some moth people in the cult. Okay, there's 1 contentment. That's good. We'll head back to the woods now. Still trying to find some secret histories. Tremblings in the air. That doesn't bother us really. Okay, some erudition. Let's create an erudition lesson learned with these here. Managed to paint, but yeah, we are getting pretty stale, so we're not getting any good money for that. You're still gonna take, I think, a minute before you're done, so we can work 2 cycles of something. Let's work on our reputation as a medium and use the fleeting reminiscence here. At least we can get some more mystique on the table, so maybe the weird detective man here won't grab our notoriety when it comes out. Okay, but now we don't have any more mystique. Or restlessness. Or not mystique, fleeting reminiscences, or restlessness, or anything to work with on our reputation as a medium. So that means that we're gonna paint, and this time I think we're gonna use some passion as well. We'll use 2 passions because we need to have 1 available for this, and use 2 mystiques here. And we'll paint Paint Valsiane. And in the woods, ooh, occult scrap, nice, thank you, we'll take that occult scrap, and then we'll go back to dreaming about the woods. I mean, as soon as we can explore the occult scrap, we will know if we need to actually dream about the woods anymore. We don't have passion. Oh crap. This might give us dread, like this might give us some bad nightmares. That's not good. Well, at least we're not dying of that quite yet. Okay, erudition lesson learned. So let's make sure we need, yeah, we only need 2 of those. Right, so if we study our reason twice and then create another one of these, we will have created that and we will have enough time. Out into the night, we escape unseen, but the next day there are reports of a fire at Strathcoin. Did someone knock a live coal on onto the hearthrug, or did Strathcoin destroy the place himself as part of some larger scheme? Right, so we get the treatise on underplaces, we get the Locksmith's Dream, Stolen Reflections, we get Traveling at Night Volume 3, we get the Journal of Alessandro Lacroix, and we get the Wainscot Histories. Hey, the Wainscot Histories is something we might actually want to read quite soon. Let's study this occult, no, not study, explore this occult script, because if you find the Congregation of Saint Finnish of Shuren, we don't need to do anything with those lowest level secret histories anymore. And this guy grabbed the notoriety immediately. Probably should have held on to it. Hey, we made some contentment with our painting. That's very good. That's what I wanted to happen. But now we also need something else here. Like, I mean, something to work with our reputation as a medium, but since we don't have that, that means that we're just gonna keep painting. Did our staleness go away? No, it just increased. Well, that doesn't matter. We'll just keep painting with our reputation, even though we're getting pretty stale. Let's paint Neville. I'll try to get this passion to go in here, but this is a very tight time window. Enid! Well, hello, Enid. Having a second knock person immediately. That's very nice. That means that we can handle... Well, as soon as we find the Elegablan Manacles and we get to Wait, could we just upgrade this with the Operation of the Declining Sun? Huh. I'll try to... didn't hit that window there. Well, unfortunate. That might mean that we get some dread from here. But hey, this is gonna go away right now, so it doesn't really matter that much. Especially since we're getting contentment from here. And here's some dread and a subtle fracture. So let's dream that dread away with this contentment. I mean, we could have used the dread to work with as well, though. Okay, erudition. Let's get more erudition. We're getting... Okay, we're upgrading you. So we can talk to Miss Naina about this fleeting reminiscence, turn it into a restlessness. Cater and Hero Limited. That is unfortunate. That's not where we want to go. Okay, let's explore this fertile truth. Okay, Enid is a believer now. We'll talk to Miss Naina about this to get a restlessness, and then we use the restlessness to work with as our reputation as a medium. Okay, hey, 3 funds. That's very good actually for a painting when we're already going stale. But we still don't have that restlessness I was talking about, so let's see, can we use the sunset ride with the subtle fracture? And well, we have Operation of Declining Sun, Edge or Heart or Forge. Well, we have Forge here. Summon creature Forge of Days. Significant power of Forge. Okay, so that's not enough. What else was it? Heart. Well, Dorothy, your heart. Hey, we can summon one of the Voiceless Dead. Let's do that. Okay, we got the restlessness, which we can work with in after 40 seconds. Well, that's fine. You know what, Professional Muscle? Let's renew your contract. We'll give you some more money. I'm thinking we might need you for something. We actually don't need you for anything. Why did I do this? Well, we could send you to Gladwin Lake, actually. Maybe we'll do that. Have you managed to create evidence? No, you haven't done it yet, but now you did. Yeah, okay, and as long as we have evidence on the table, we're not gonna go on any expeditions, because we don't have any... Like, we need someone to get rid of the evidence before we even think about going to expeditions. But we need to dream about the woods still. Okay, there's another erudition, so we'll combine these two. What do we find? Lockwood Fen. I don't think we really need to even go there at all. Well, we have some money, so let's start buying stuff from Mollens once more. Okay, we got the Voiceless Dead. I mean, I don't really even know why I summoned the Voiceless... The Voiceless Dead can get rid of the evidence. Right. Okay, good, good, good. We'll try that. Where's the evidence? There's the evidence. Okay, and we'll work with the restlessness here. Okay, found Kittling Ripe and the Moldy Warp's Grave from Mollens, or bought. Let's go buy more stuff. Okay, the Professional Muscle is still gonna be here for 2 minutes. And then we'll talk to the Voiceless Dead about the tentative evidence, and he's got like the second best chances to get rid of it. Get some dread happening, get some fleeting reminiscences. And we don't need the Professional Muscle for any... Wait. We could talk to this about the Professional Muscle. That's interesting, but no, let's rather talk about the evidence and keep working. Get back to the woods. We'll head to the well, get a furtive truth. I don't want those furtive truths right now. I want the lower level stuff, but you know, doesn't really matter. We're gonna find it because I checked from my recordings of the last series and I took some notes, and it really looks like there is a deck that is gone through when you go to dreaming. There's a deck that the game goes through, and once the deck is, you know, once the game has gone through the deck once, it'll reshuffle it and go through it again. So basically, we will get the occult scraps here when we get them. Like there's another collection of essays. Nice, because once we have not to Oriflammes, to Mollens. Once we have how many of these? What level are we going to right now? To level 2. Well, we can use them to get to the higher levels once we get to the point where we need to do that. Okay, 6 letters on necessity. And back to Mollens we go. Some fleeting reminiscences here. Oh! Wrong kind of attention. Okay, please. Please! Voiceless Dead, manage to get rid of the records. You did! Thank you, Mr. Voiceless Dead. Which also means that we can go to expeditions. And what did I say? At the Gladwin Lake, we can deal just with Edge. Yeah, so we should probably send that guy out there. Also, we have the Voiceless Dead here, so we can do something that requires Winter or Moth, or... Winter or Moth, apparently. Lamp Floss. If I speak this one, I could offer it my passion. Yeah, I don't remember what you get from that. And Igivine Right, maybe? A level 6 Knocklore, I think. Suddenly, when I think about that, we probably want to read the treatise on Underplace. Also, we want to read the Wainscot Histories. Because the Wainscot Histories gives us some secret histories, so it might be the one we require to get to St. Felix of Schuren. But right now I just need to talk to someone. So let's just talk on the streets. Back into the woods once more. We'll head to the well. Where's appetite? We don't need that for anything. We'll go back to the well, or you know, the woods, not the well. We just want to go on the door, find those things. Okay, there's our reason increased. Now, what did I say that we probably want to read? Yeah, the Wainscot Histories. Subtitle: Stories from Behind the Walls. A miscellany of non-traditional histories compiled by William Gore, including battles not generally acknowledged in countries which appear on no map, told in a playful, apparently fictional manner. Gore doesn't mention the Mansus directly, but constant coy metaphorical references to ascending the staircase of years, to the doors of sleep, and to the blue light of dawn suggest he had commerce with the unseen world. Right on. And from Moorlands we find a collection of poetry. So Gladwin Lake will send out the Professional Muscle, will send out some funds. Beneath the stark slopes of the fells, the mist-wreathed surface of the lake waits. There was a twin altar here before the Romans came, and a legend of a serpent who was sent to defile that altar. Beneath the surface of the lake, or in some cliffside nook, perhaps some relics remain for us yet. And in the woods once more, there's the occult scrap we need. And actually now I'm pretty sure that we don't need any more, because this book is going to give us an occult scrap as well. And we're going to find St. Agnes' Hospital from one of them, and the Congregation of St. Felix of Schuren from the other one. We don't need any more of those, so we'll start dreaming about the White Door now. In my dreams, I know the path to the White Door, to the bounds, but that path is thronged with the dead who pass that way. I wouldn't help to resist their chill. Now I can approach the White Door through the bounds. Now I can press my fingers to it, feel its chill, watch it swing open. As it opens, my mouth closes, tightens, heals over like a lost deformity. Around and about me is the cobalt light of the Mansus. Okay. Oh, it's a furtive truth we get from that. It was common in that time to speak of the division of the sun, by which contemporaries understood the eruption of barbarian forces and of their uncouth gods. So we might still need to actually dream about the woods. Let's learn some languages at this point. You know what? No, let's actually read the treatise on underplaces first. Herein, the 17th century mystic and antiquarian Claude Hersol describes the bounds or underplaces on the borders of dream. He warns that they shift over time. The walls of the Mansus, Hersol begins, are the size of starlight. Many of his directions are equally unhelpful, but common relationships do emerge. Which also reminded me that we need to dream. You know what, let's actually do it now. We'll dream about our temptation with the White Door, so we'll head to the Stag Door. The ascent is slow, winds from nowhere pluck at me, my skin is stained with light, the wood shivers with motion far below. Because then we'll get the Stag Door's riddle, which will tell us what kind of lore we need to find. Are you guys doing fine there? Okay, your strength is considerable, you might beat it or you might not. And you did manage to beat it. Good job there, Mr. Professional Muscle. Like, he must be kind of weirded out, you know? We hire him as, yeah, come work for us. First thing he does, he goes and burgles a place, kills some people over there. Doesn't really matter. Next time we send him out some lake and he has to fight a giant serpent. So he's probably freaked out. We really should have sent the Voiceless Dead there as well, so that his timer would have gone down, but can't do it anymore. Okay, who did we find this time? Eau Claire! Eau Claire is a winter person, so Eau Claire, we're gonna take you in the cult immediately. Use the Sexton secret. To the Stag Door. The Stag Door, a ridged barrier of blood-streaked horn, huge enough for a ship to pass. It was broken long ago, and even now the scars are not quite healed. In a declivity beside the door rests a vast and wounded golden head. Its mouth would be large enough to swallow me were its jaw not shattered. It is the name, Gerby. It begins to intone its riddle. Okay, the Stag Door's riddle. What may be lost? This is Moth 6, that is the answer for this. I'm pretty sure. So we can do that also, which means probably. Let's see, we have the Locksmith's Dream, we have the Headless Book, Book 1, we have the Viennese Conundra, and we have Kittling Ripe and the Moldy Warp's Grave. I'm gonna check my notes to see what level of stuff these books give. Well, the Locksmith's Dream Stolen Reflections gives level 6 Moth and Lantern lore. So that's the book we're gonna read next. And while we wait, We are going to dream about the white door. For reals this time. The picaresque account of a journey through nightmare, interspersed with what might be partial rites. On the 18th ascent is the bud, on the 36th ascent the blossom. So we get an Iguine rite. Every door in the Mansus requires its sacrifice before it will open. The Iguine rite prescribes the manner of the sacrifice. So we could have gotten to the white door with that, I believe, but that is not helping us here right now. So let's study the locksmith's dream. Stolen Reflections, which is the 4th volume of Teresa Galmia's expansive work. No longer a discussion of the dreams of artisans, but a valuable survey of other works. The tone is calmer than that of Trespasses, but occasionally fearful, even paranoid. This volume was published in 1926, but almost immediately recalled and pulled by the publisher, at the request of the author or possibly the authorities, depending which story you believe. A few copies survive. Janus is the gatekeeper, the twin god, the god that wounds, the presager of changes, the sun, the moon. So we identify him with the watchman, the twins, with the mother, with the forge, with the meniscate and the madrigard. He cannot be all these, can he? The Flamins knew the church, knew the dry land, knew Elagabalus. Is he then synthesis? Or is he something else? In Galicia they called him Lanus Lamius, but the Obliviates are notorious for their slanders. Now this will also give us some fascination, but that really doesn't bother us at all at this point in time, since we have like fleeting reminiscences here that we can use those to get rid of it. Okay, Eau Claire is now in the cult. That is very, very, very nice, and I'm pretty sure we can upgrade Eau Claire. 7th intensity. Yeah, Eau Claire we can with the operation of the declining sun, because she already has aspect 2. Does any memory have winter aspect? We'll send you out here just to keep you around a little bit longer. Restlessness or dread might have. Well, let's look at restlessness here. Does not have winter aspect. That is unfortunate. So we can't use restlessness to upgrade our people. And well, I don't want that to turn into dread so that we can see if dread has winter aspect. Well, we're gonna get another restlessness from here, so maybe I'll let it turn to dread. Nah, I won't. The chapel root. There are ruins beneath the water, just beneath, at waiting death. The lake has risen a little in all these years, but not enough to keep us out. Okay, I'm not gonna work with this restlessness anymore. Actually, yes I am. I'm thinking that I'm gonna speak to Miss Nainia about that, but no, we need to let this go through first before we can even talk to Miss Nainia about anything, because we're gonna have another restlessness here. So I want to work with this one because it has a lot more forgiving timer there. And where do we go? Oh, the white door. Well, we hit the Orchard of Lights, get an intensity of radiance. This is unfortunate. The invisible arts, Christopher Ilopoli is said to have remarked, are as profitable as macrame, as ethical as tobacco smuggling, and in general as beneficial as roulette. Still, there is always the Orchard of Lights. And indeed, the orchard, with its glowing fruit and its peaceful mists, is a place to be yearned for. Last night I walked there in the peaceful hours of the deep night. Even after waking, I still carry with me a little of the glory of the sun. Now I'm feeling that Mr. Ilopoli might be a liar here. Because from other stuff we read that, which he has written, I don't think he ever got through the white door. Or maybe he got there later. Like, at least one book he has written, he has said that he couldn't get to the white door. Of that I am pretty certain. But he also knew how to get to the stack door, though. He just never wanted anything enough to get there. Or something like that. I am feeling that he is a liar there. That he doesn't actually know about... Like, he knows about the Orchard of Lights, but he's never actually been there. But we still need to dream, of course, of course, of course, of course. Never stop dreaming. Janus has, they say, not one face, but two. To which I replied, why only one? Why only two? Her sword and Cosley, according to Tomislav Denman, once agreed that Janus was all the gods and none, but later her soul insisted he was all the gods, and Cosley favored simply none. Denman was a sinister dilettante, but this rings true of them both. Okay, so we have this fascination here. We cannot dream away with this fleeting reminiscence because that's gonna go away. We have the answer to the stack doors riddle now because what may be lost? What may be lost? Yes, 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 yes. And we're also getting to a point where I probably need to actually arrange my table in some sort of manner once more. What should we study right now? We don't need to study any of the books. Let's just learn languages. That is like something that will help us in the long run. I recall a certain amount from my school days, but I need to brush up. Just what you need to refresh your knowledge of Latin. Okay, the chapel route. The chapel crypt is flooded and the water soupy with old corpse matter, but at last we bring up a wax-sealed coffer. 18th century? No older than that. Let's see what's within. Okay, those indignities portrayed by the deceitful fraternity of Obliviates. Some witch-kissed oil. And the Orphic Transfigurations Volume 3. Let's explore this occult scrap next. The Voiceless Dead is gonna go away pretty soon. We really should have... Oh, we don't have the time here yet for that. Okay, we need to do a ritual with this intensity of radiance, get us a hint. Let's grab this notarized just so it doesn't go there, like it doesn't really matter. Ooh, that turns into a chilly atmosphere. I did not know that. It's been a while since I summoned a Voiceless Dead. I think I summoned one in the last try. But I just didn't realize that it turned into a chilly atmosphere. Well, that's gonna turn into a dread, which means that we can use that dread to dream this fascination away. Okay, that's actually helpful for us. And Uclair is now a disciple. That is very nice. And what is it that we need for her to become whatever it is that winter people are at the highest level? It's 21st. So when we find the Elegant Manacle, that's 8. That's 19. Okay, we need level 8 Winter Law. I wonder if this would help us get there. Well, that's Winter Law, so probably. We'll talk to Miss Naenia about this restlessness here now. And then, oh, we really should talk to her about this restlessness. Now we're gonna have extra dread. Season of Dread coming? No. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. We'll use the Sunset Rite, you will use the Intensity of Radiance, we'll use Neville. And if I add Edge or Forge. Well, I don't have Edge or Forge. Okay, so this means that I need to read Edge or Forge books. There's Edge and Forge. Right. So that's gonna turn into a fascination. Well, seriously, it doesn't really matter. We have the dreads and to counteract the fascinations over here. But then we can't actually work with our reputation as a medium because we're gonna need these to actually be the things they are. So let's just use that fleeting reminiscence here right now. And hey, I think we're gonna end this episode here and continue from this point in the next one. I'm Carp, this being Cultist Simulator with the Ghoul DLC, second try. Goodbye world, thanks for watching, see you next time!